Good morning, students. In last class, we had done some question of the exercise third, I think, and in which we studied the differentiation of inverse function. Today we'll go more ahead of this particular kind. As far as the book is concerned, the exercise already have finished, but I just want to tell you more about that. Look at that very important topic I'm rising here: trigonometric substitution. The topic was differentiation by trigonometric substitution. Motto, what is a new thing today I'm going to tell you? Before it, in the last class, I wrote some formulas here. You remember that I wrote the formula of sine 2 theta, that cos 2 theta, and it was, you know it, 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. It was looking 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta, and so on. Similar kind of tan 2 theta, we had a formula 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta, and you remember that all this kind of formulas I wrote: sine 3 theta, cos 3 theta, tan 3 theta, and so on. So on. Even we have two more formulas of this: 2 sin square theta or something, or 2 cos square theta minus 1. And these are the formulas of cos 2 theta. So all these kind of formulas we had, and based on this particular, we solved the problems. Suppose what kind of problems we did solve? Suppose we have a tan inverse of 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square, and if you'll be told to find the differentiation, so what you will write? You will look that this is looking like 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. So you will replace here x is equal to tan theta. X is equal to tan theta. You will put x equal to tan theta because on putting x equal to tan theta, it will look like that one. And now you can go ahead of this kind of question. So this already we have done in our last class. What we are going to learn new here, that the thing, look, in some more further questions we will have some actually the concept in which the question will not look like this. The question will not look like this. Suppose we have a question that y is equal to tan inverse 1 plus 1 minus x square upon x, and you will be told to find dy by dx. So this is the question in which you are not having the term which is looking like one of them. Look at 1 plus 1 minus x square upon x is not same as of anyone, but it is contain the square root sign. So we have a further more concepts which is actually not in the book, but the pattern is very important as far as the exam is concerned. Let me explain that. Here the main differences is that all now the substitutions which I am going to tell you will contain the under root sign, meaning this is question containing the under root sign. So lots of type. Now I am going to write one by one, but this particular substitutions law or concept will depend only when the under root sign will come. Meaning now remember that in all those questions which containing the root sign will follow this kind of substitution, which I will tell you. You remember when I taught you all this, we had lots of questions in exercise, and look at them. All questions in simple format are just like that, without under root sign. But recently I wrote a question in which containing it was under root sign. It was not looking up with anyone. It was not looking with same as anyone. So I am telling you some more substitutions, and they will apply only when the root sign will come. Keep in mind, root sign will come. Okay, let me explain something. Suppose in your question a square minus x square is coming. So you have to put x equal to a sin theta. Further, you also can put a cos theta, but I am not telling you a cos theta, only a sin theta, remember. Suppose x square minus a square is coming. So you have to put a sec theta. Also you can put a cosec theta, but remember 1. And lastly, it is x square plus a square. It can be written opposite, a square plus x square also. In that case, you have to put a tan theta. So look at all these. This is very important in initial concept. Whenever a square minus x square is coming, you have to go with a sine theta. Now you're thinking that what kind of that question may be there. So let me write one question which will help you to do this. So look at, suppose I am writing that go with sine inverse of 2x into 1 minus x square, and I ask you that find the dy by dx. So look at the question properly. It is inverse trigonometric question, and I told you, you remember my word that whenever inverse trigonometric question comes, you have first to follow the substitution method. And this is the question. And this is contained in the under root sign. I ask you one thing, is it looking same with anyone? No, because it is specially under root sign, and these formulas are not containing the under root sign. So you have to think some else. When under root sign will come, you have to think these. Even one more I have got to tell you. I have initially written 3. So look at this is looking to which the same is with which one? So this is looking 1 minus x square. This is 1. Actually 1 can be written 1 square. So it is looking like same, a square minus x square. In my question it is a square minus x square, 1 square minus x square. So a is equal to what? 1 there. So when I will look 1 minus x square in my question, I will put x equal to it was a, it is 1, so it is 1 sine theta, meaning x equal to sine theta. This will come in our knowledge when we will study these 3 substitution. Even one more I have yet to tell you, but first look 3 and then I will tell you later. This, I think this question in exercise you can see. When I put x equal to sine theta, what I will get, look at the thing properly. 2 x is equal to sine theta, 1 minus sine square theta, y is equal to sine inverse 2 sine theta, and 1 minus sine square theta is a cos square theta. When cos square theta will come out from that, it is a cos theta. And lastly I would say sine inverse of 2 sine theta cos theta is equal to sine 2 theta, and ultimately sine and sine will cancel, it's just a 2 theta. Now theta is equal to, you know the concept, y is equal to, it will be 2 theta. Instead of theta you will put sine inverse x, and the rest is very same as we did in last concept. You remember, d by dx of 2 sine inverse x will come, 2 will come after, and d by dx of sine inverse x is 1 upon 1 minus x square. That's an answer. So what is the difference between this concept and this concept? This is only follow when the root sign will come in the question. So initially you have seen this particular question. Let me explain one more thing, that now I am rubbing all because now we will look all those questions in which the root sign will come. One more substitution which is yet to tell you. Look at the thing, when the term like 1 plus, I am writing 1, we also can have a square like, but 1 is initially I am taking 1 plus x square upon 1 minus x square, or 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square, or 1 plus x square plus 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square minus 1 minus x square, or this kind of all when 1 plus x square and 1 minus x square comes both together. Then in that case only you will put in under root sign, especially I am telling you in under root sign, you will put x square equal to cos theta, x square equal to cos theta. Keep remember that. Or suppose it is only 1 plus x upon 1 minus x, or 1 minus x upon 1 plus x, or 1 plus x, 1 minus x, 1 plus x, 1 minus x. You can compare slowly, no matter at all. Look at both are looking very same, but it was all having the square. It is not having the square. Here we substituted x square equal to cos theta. Here we substitute x equal to cos theta. Only the difference that. Keep remember, if you will think this one 1 plus x square, one will think that 1 plus x square looking this one. So one can think that it is x equal to tan theta will substitute. But together that in same question 1 minus x square is coming, which is looking like that one, so one can think that x equal to a sin theta will be substituted. But in a single question, if both are coming, you cannot put this, but you have to put x square equal to cos theta. Remember, x square equal to cos theta, don't put x equal to cos theta, otherwise it will be wrong. So x square equal to cos theta you have to put here and here, and when x square is coming, when only x is coming in a question, you have to go with x equal to cos theta. But keep in mind ultimately that in all these particular, the root sign will necessary. When these terms are coming in square root, you have to go with this one. So initially I am rubbing all, but keep remember that these questions will come in square root, and this is specially square root. So all will follow only the square root is coming in a question. The question will be inverse function question, and question that in question will just looking like either this or this or this, but under sign must be there. Then you can put all this. So without rubbing this, I am telling you one question which will definitely help you to make such kind of a question. So let me write here the question. Suppose y equal to, this is cot inverse of, question is 1 plus x square plus 1 upon x. Very important question this is. And you are told here to find dy by dx. This is the question, dy by dx. Now, it is cot inverse 1 plus x square plus 1 upon x. First thing, that it is cot inverse. So you have to think first for the substitution. Then root is coming. So with under root is coming, these all are waiting for you. Don't afraid about a. Normally a gets 1. A is always 1. In all questions which I will tell you or which you will see in some other book, you will always get a is equal to 1. So don't worry about it. It is 1 plus x square. Look at the under root section. 1 plus x square is looking like 1 plus x square. Nothing changed. 1 plus x square. So you will put x is equal to it's a 1 tan theta, meaning only tan theta. Now go with that fast. Y is equal to cot inverse 1 plus tan square theta plus 1 upon x is equal to tan theta. Now go with next, cot inverse 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. When sec square theta will come out from the under root sign, it will be sec theta plus 1 upon tan theta. Next is y is equal to cot inverse sec theta plus 1 upon tan theta. We will simplify that. What is our main purpose to substitute the value? We have a main purpose to create such a term which should be equal to cot and which should be equal to tan, so that these two terms should cancel. It must be a term in a tan or cot. When tan will come, no matter, we can change in cot. When cot is directly coming, cot and cot will directly cancel. So okay, no matter. Sec will be written 1 by cos theta, you know that, plus 1. Tan will be written sin by cos theta. And then afterward, cot inverse is here. Take an LCM, 1 plus cos theta upon sin theta will be there. Both cos will cancel. And 1 plus cos theta and sin theta, these are the famous term. So now student, keep remember onward here that 1 plus cos theta and sin theta both are one of the important formulas ever in calculus. So sin theta is actually, look at this at the board. You know this famous formula, sin 2 theta is equal to 2 sin theta cos theta. When you will make a half angle formula, sin 2 theta will be theta. You divide by 2 in all the angles. Look at the thing. You all divide in all the angles. 2 sin theta by 2 and cos theta by 2, it will happen. So sin theta is equal to this, you have to put here. So why I am putting? Because I already have told you that you have to create the term either cot or tan here. So you have to simplify that. So sin theta always, now look at sin theta equal to this one. 1 plus cos theta is also famous. If you have forgotten, I will remind that you know the 4 formulas of cos 2 theta. So cos 2 theta have one formula, 2 cos square theta minus 1. This is a famous one. So if you will transfer minus 1 that side, it will be 1 plus cos 2 theta. Look at it. It is 1 plus cos 2 theta equal to 2 cos square theta. Nothing hard. And when you will make the half angle formula, students, it will be 1 plus cos 2 theta will be theta, and 2 cos square it is theta by 2. This gonna be very famous formula in further study. 1 plus cos theta. Look at 1 plus cos theta. Similarly, you also can make 1 minus cos theta, which will be 2 sin square theta by 2. By the formula of cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus 2 sin square theta. We have two formulas. Cos 2 theta equal to 2 cos square theta minus 1. It will give you this formula. When you will write cos 2 theta equal to 1 minus 2 sin square theta, you will have another formula. So keep now onward, because many times it will come in calculus section. 1 plus cos theta, 1 minus cos theta. In integration also it will come. So please keep remember, sin theta equal to this, and 1 plus cos theta this, and 1 minus cos theta this. So let me rub on, because this is the section already have taught you. Now we will put here. Look at cot inverse. This 1 plus cos theta, recently I told 2 cos square theta by 2, and sin theta again. Recently I told this is 2 cos theta by 2 sin theta by 2. Now 2 and 2 will cancel. Look at what more cancellations being here. Cos and cos will cancel. So one part of cos will cancel to the cos theta by 2. So cos by sin will remaining only cot theta by 2. And cot will cancel. It will give you theta by 2. Look at theta by 2. What came? Cot. This was the main reason. The main purpose to do also. Instead of cot, if you supposed to get tan, no matter, you can change to tan as cot 90 minus theta, so that both cot must cancel. So okay, now this is theta by 2. Search theta is your tan inverse x. So instead of theta, you would write tan inverse x upon 2. This is the time of differentiation. 1 by 2 is a constant value, and d by dx of tan inverse x is remaining there. So you know that d by dx of tan inverse x is 1 upon 1 plus x squared, and that's an answer to the question. So this was so important. Whenever the root will come, and under root sign, the inverse function, whenever it is coming, you have to follow the substitution concept by this. So okay, let me rub initially all, and I'll skip on the next. Some more question we'll discuss. Look at, let me rub. Okay, now I search one more question, which is again looking very important. Sin inverse 1 plus x 1 minus x upon 2. 2. This is the question, and this is if not having anything, you can write by your own y equal to. Y equal to. Now this is a question. Think this is inverse trigonometric function, so it required some substitution. But under root sign is coming. So when under root sign when come, what you prefer? Remember all these substitutors which I wrote here at the place. I taught you that whenever 1 plus x square upon 1 minus x square, something like that, x, they will come in under root sign or something like that I wrote. You remember? Recently I wrote all these kind of substitutor. And that time I told you that in all cases you have to put x equal to cos theta. So it is not so far, because it is 1 plus x and 1 minus x are same coming along, two terms coming together with the under root sign. You have to go with x equal to cos theta. So you have to remember first the trick, the pattern, also some substitutes also, where that which one will apply. So here it is putting x is equal to cos theta. So y is equal to sin inverse of 1 plus cos theta, 1 minus cos theta, it is upon 2. Okay, now next is y is equal to sin inverse 1 plus cos theta is a famous one. Recently I discussed with you at that section only, that 1 plus cos theta is equal to 2 cos square theta by 2. It is 2 sin square theta by 2 upon 2. So 1 plus cos theta is equal to this one, 1 minus cos theta equal to this one. Now these are now, you should remember these formulas. Now what will they do the next? Sin inverse of this under root 2 cannot come out, but cos square can come as cos theta by 2. This under root 2 cannot come out, but sin square can come out as sin theta by 2 upon 2. Now what will be next? Sin inverse of, look at the thing, now do separation. Under root 2 by 2, cos theta by 2, root 2 by 2, sin theta by 2. What next? Look at here. Let me rub it. These under 2 and 2 will cancel by each other. It will be sine inverse of, these two will cancel by each other. It is 1 by root 2 cos theta by 2 plus this is again 1 by root 2 and sine theta by 2. So one must know that what is the main purpose of this kind of substitutor, so that we can create here such a term which should cancel with this. So sine inverse is very near to the either sine or cos. If you have cos here, you can cancel, you can change to cos in sine and sine will cancel. If directly sine is coming here, sine and sine will cancel. So main purpose is just to create either sine or cos. So what coming in my mind, a student normally that have obstacle to do after that and just think that trouble that what should we do after it. Well, let me clear it out. It is a, you can read along with me, it is a sine 45 and it is a cos 45. So intentionally you have to read like that, and now read along with me. This is a sine 45 cos theta by 2 cos 45 sin theta by 2. You know that cos 45 is equal to 1 by root 2 and sin 45 is 1 by root 2. So guys, you will change that 1 by root 2 is equal to sin 45 cos theta by 2, and this is going to be cos 45 sin theta by 2. And why I have written like that? Because now further very interesting term is coming. Sin A cos B plus cos A sin B is a addition law. In trigonometry you read in class 11th. Sin A cos B plus cos A sin B is sin A plus B. Very simple formula. Sin A plus B. So A plus B. A and B. Sin A plus B. Sin and sin cancel to each other. What will remaining? Pi by 4 and theta by 2. Now we are not so far for the question that it is a 1 by 2 and theta is equal to cos inverse x. So I'll write cos inverse x here. Now it's time to do the differentiation. I would write directly the answer. Pi by 4 is constant value will be 0. 1 by 2 is a constant will come after, and cos inverse x have a differentiation minus 1 upon 1 minus x square. Ultimately the answer is minus 1 upon 2 into 1 minus x square. This is an answer. So this is one of the good question ever. So this was the type which I wanted to tell you, but this was very necessary to do because this kind of question may come in exam and it should be in your mind, it should be in your knowledge, so that I have explained here. So tomorrow we'll go further with a new differentiation function. Thank you.